I am back. Rodrance for Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment, share. We are all gathered here today once again to partake in the nightmare that was Chicago over the weekend. Of course, our ongoing running series, and I've got a couple of different things involving the absurd amount of violence up there that goes on in that city. Of course, once again, it is a Democratic-run city, just like New York, just like San Francisco, just like L.A., St. Louis, Baltimore. I mean, you know, the list goes on where criminals and crime run amok unchecked because of insert number of reasons here. Generally, Democratic mayors, DAs, governors, you name it. Also, keep in mind, we're talking about mainly gun violence here, but not from law-abiding citizens because, look, criminals don't follow gun laws, of which Illinois has the most stringent in all of the country. No. And this seemed like a particularly deadly weekend for Chicago. We have 33 shot, 6 dead. 6 dead. And then we'll get to the absurdness that is carjacking in this town. I mean, this is crazy. But that's not all. That's not all. We'll get to Brandon Johnson wanting to install what is being dubbed a Chicago income tax. Imagine this. You are a middle-class citizen that is trying to hang on there. Maybe you're from Chicago. You got a good job somehow. You're dodging bullets. Your ass is dodging a bullet every time you drive to work because you don't know if you're going to catch a stray into maybe you got a good trade job there or trade business. Your company hasn't moved out of Chicago due to violence yet. Whatever it is. And now this radically socialist mayor, again, who would have thought somebody worse than Lightfoot, but here we are, wanting to install a income tax in your area. It's crazy. I mean, you're fixing to have to pay to dodge bullets in Chicago. Absurd. This is ABC 7. We got some Breitbart, and we got, what is this place? IllinoisPolicy.org. Chicago shootings, 33, at least 33. Okay, we're our headline, at least 33. TBD. I mean, that's crazy. 6 fatally in weekend shootings across the city. The police say, of course, Brandon Johnson dropped the fact that he's looking to re-image law enforcement up there. Keep in mind, that's just colorful Democratic language for we want to defund the police, send out social workers to dodge bullets whizzing by their heads. This is absurd. I mean, it truly is. 29-year-old man found in a rollover vehicle in the city's Little Village neighborhood early Sunday morning had been shot in the head. Think about that. He caught one to the dome, and the vehicle flipped over, rolled over. I mean, full-on Fast and Furious style. No one is in custody. The man killed has not been identified as of yet. Area 4 detectives looking into it. Saturday, 5 men were shot early Saturday in city's North Lawndale neighborhood in the 1400 block of South Spalding Avenue. One man died as a result of the shooting. Another man was initially reported in critical conditions with gunshot wounds to the head and neck. The 3 other victims were reported to be in good condition. No one is in custody. Police is looking into it. And there was another fatal shooting after 2 men got in an altercation in Chicago Lawn. 49-year-old man shot in the chest at 1:45 a.m. I mean, guys, this is just absurd. 64-year-old man, how about an elderly man? 64-year-old man shot, critically wounded on the city's northwest side Saturday afternoon. The man was in the 4800 block of West Strong Street in Forest Glen neighborhood about 12:25 p.m. Not late at night, dead middle of the day. And now he's critically wounded. Wow. Shot in the chest after an argument with someone known by the police. CPD said he was taken to Lutheran General Hospital. 3 people shot Saturday night on Chicago's South Side. And I mean, the list just kind of goes on and on. How about a teen? A teen was found in the 1200 block of West 81st Street around 10:15 p.m. with multiple gunshot wounds. The teen is pronounced dead. Wow. In non-fatal shootings, a 13-year-old boy was grazed by a bullet while riding his bicycle. Jesus. Riding his bicycle Saturday evening in South Shore. Around 5 p.m., someone in a red Hyundai fired shots while the boy, 13, was riding in the 1900 block of East 67th Street according to Chicago police. My God. I mean, and here we go with this. Carjackings up 126% in Mayor Brandon Johnson's Chicago. Quote, the number of carjackings is more than double from what it was at this point last year. Coming off of Lori Lightfoot, carjackings have doubled. Are you kidding me? Look at this, folks. Another violent weekend in Democratic-run Chicago amid a massive rise in robberies, thefts, batteries, sexual assaults, and carjackings. I'm not going to play this clip, but you can see it. Robbery, plus 16%. Battery, plus 4. Theft, plus 14. Fatal assault, plus 5. Carjackings, plus 126%. I mean, what? This past weekend, Breitbart News pointed out nearly 20 were shot on Friday into Saturday. Nearly 30 were shot Friday into mid-afternoon Sunday. We, of course, found out, I just reported this, 6 dead, 33 fatal. Chicago, like all of Illinois, has an assault weapons ban, a high-capacity magazine ban, a red flag law, 72-hour waiting period on gun purchases, and a licensing requirement for gun owners. Cook County, the county in which Chicago sits, has its own ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. Interesting. How in the world are criminals getting a hold of this with all these stringent things that are keeping people from getting guns? Oh, yeah. Criminals don't abide by a single one of those damn things. Not a single one. Not at all. But prepare to shell out the cash if you live up there. I mean, come on, guys. Look at this. Look at this. An ominously titled document by close confidants of new Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson states the new administration's top priority. Not violence, not carjackings up 126%, not any of those things I just listed, not the 33 people shot, not the nightmare that was, what was it, Father's Day weekend, July 4th, yada, yada, yada. Top priority is to take more money from households making $100,000 or more to fund what they claim is, quote, just Chicago. Allies of newly elected Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson are pushing a $12 billion financial plan for the city's ominously titled First We Get the Money. The newly released plan is supposed to make, quote, more just Chicago by slashing funding for the Chicago Police Department and implementing new income and other taxes in the city. Can you recall this schmuck yet? Is it too soon? Wow. Citywide income tax on households earning $100,000 and up. Well, we think you make too much money. Let's make you poorer. Let's spread it around so more freeloaders can sit on their ass, and when they get bored, they can go out and do what? Shoot somebody. God almighty. First We Get the Money proposes adding a new citywide income tax on household incomes above $100,000. That would bring in an estimated $2.1 billion a year in new revenue, of which they claim 1.6 would be high-earning Chicagoans and $490 million from high-earning commuters. The report cites city income taxes above 3.7% in New York and Philadelphia as a justification for implementing a similar tax in Chicago. By the way, New York, Philadelphia, crime-ridden hellholes. Led by Democrats, by the way. Side note. God almighty. This proposal would require state lawmakers' approval, which Governor J.B. Pritzker has seemingly nixed. Wow. Wow. Everyone from Nobel Prize winners Edward Prescott to former chairs of the economic advisors, including Christina Romer in the Obama administration, Director of the Congressional Budget Office Douglas Holtz Elking, George W., economic advisors Harvey Rosen and Greg Manquig, whose textbooks are widely used in macroeconomics, agree higher taxes carry negative economic consequences, including reduced investment, employment, and wages. New studies are consistently confirming these findings. Historically, municipal income taxes have failed to fix financial issues plaguing struggling cities. My goodness. When Detroit instituted a city income tax for residents and non-residents in the 1960s, many businesses simply left for the surrounding suburbs. Today, the city generates less tax revenue than it did from property taxes alone 60 years ago. That's exactly what's going to happen. Look, they're already look at all the businesses that already bounced. Hell, they bounced due to crime. And they're talking about doing this to regular folks, making $100,000. And let's be honest, is $100,000 in Chicago even that much money anymore? In Biden's country, in Biden's America, in Trump's America, it was still pretty good money. Now, Despite claims from proponents taxing those with incomes above $100,000 wouldn't only affect, quote, high earners, 1/3 of all households and nearly 42% of families in Chicago earn $100,000 or more annually. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. It truly is. It truly is. I mean, every week we go over what happens in Chicago from the previous weekend. And I always try to include something in there, an additional story. Today it was the carjackings, but then I saw this and was like, holy hell, Brandon Johnson and his supporters want you middle-class citizens to pay up to dodge bullets. It's unfathomable, by the way. You know, people wonder, why is Florida, why is Texas economically thriving? Because we don't have assholes voted into office just like this. That's why. I've said economics is the key to everything, right? If the engine is churning, people are working, people are off the streets, less crime is being committed, right? If there's more opportunities and more money is coming into households, not more money being taken away. There's a trickle down, hell, a Niagara Falls effect to having a good economy going down into various areas. And I'm going to tell you, something like this, you think your city's a hellhole now? Run all the middle-class folks out to the suburbs, which is already happening, by the way. It's happening everywhere around these Democratic cities. Tell me, I mean, around Houston, shit, the blue counties, blue. The unmitigated gall. You got Democrats here in Texas that are like, oh, look at those counties. They're getting bluer. Oh, my goodness. Well, they're getting bluer because if you look at the counties that are 20 minutes out, asshole, those are getting redder. I mean, math is a thing. Wow. It's crazy. Oh, good luck. If you're in Chicago, good luck. Good luck to you. Take that money you were going to give the city income tax, put it in a savings so you can, if you vote red, if you're a conservative, book your ass down somewhere that actually appreciates you and what you're trying to add to society, instead of being butthurt about Jason Aldean's video. Try something constructive, these people. They won't do it. Their priorities, they're so worried about climate change and social justice bullshit that the inmates are running the asylums. Make sure you subscribe. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.